What's up, guys? It's AttackonSamurott, and here is a another battle video for you guys. So this time it is gonna be a VGC battle. So I haven't done VGC since Oras. If you guys remember that one team I did with Xerneas and Lugia, which was pretty fun actually. We did pretty well in that competition. So just like in Sun and Moon, just like in Oras, in Sun and Moon, there are going to be, multiple international challenges, and also multiple other competitions. So I decided that, I'm going to be doing those, again, just like how I did before. And I'm probably going to do some live and some like pre-recorded battles. So I actually have two battles because they were both, well, this one that I'm about to show you is relatively short, and the other one is about the same as well. But yeah, so this happened during this weekend's international challenge. Basically, you had to bring mons that were legal for VGC, being mons that are in the Alola, they're in the Alola Pokedex. So yeah, so actually, as you can see, my team looks kind of familiar. It's kind of that. It's basically the same. Well, it's not the same, but it's the team that I had that I showed off fighting against Blue at the Battle Tree. So I decided to bring this team in, and I wanted to use it because I felt like it was a pretty strong team, and also it was the only VGC team I had. I have another one that I'm working on currently, but I want to show off this team more. I want to show off this team before I show off the other team. So yeah, so my opponent has both Tapus, also has a Garchomp and an Alolan Ninetales. So in VGC, these mons kind of work a little bit differently, or well, some of them work differently, some of them work the same, but a majority of the time, they carry Protect or whatever. But her Ninetales is actually pretty interesting. You're gonna see anyway. But before we get started, make sure you guys leave a like, comment, and subscribe for more of my content. So yeah, let's get this game started. By the way, I did want to record the battles that I had like during the competition, but I was just too lazy to actually record it. Like just record them live and such. But anyways, my opponent is going to start off with the shiny Coco, and also going to start off with the Garchomp. Sorry, my voice still sounds a little nasally. I'm still a little under the weather, but I'm definitely getting a lot better. So anyways, my opponent is going to go for the Protect right off the bat to scout what I was going to do. Also at this point I was thinking that he could have went for like Earthquake or whatever. So I actually went fake out on the Garchomp, so that way it could stop, so that way it wouldn't go for the Earthquake. And I also targeted the Tapu Koko, but of course he protected, so didn't go as planned, but at least I did get some damage off on the Garchomp. So right here, Coco's actually going to attack, and is actually going to go for the Thunderbolt, and Kangaskhan is going to live that barely, go for the return, and Coco is barely going to live that actually. Running the Life Orb Kang instead of, classic Mega Kang, because you can't run Megas in this. But my opponent's going to go for the Fire Blast with the Chomp on my meta, but meta is going to eat that for breakfast because this is an AV meta. Go for the Meteor Mash, and Meteor Mash is going to do about 40% to, actually about 30% to the Garchomp. So it's revealed that Garchomp is holding the lefties. So I didn't have to worry about him being scarfed or whatever, which I was kind of worried about at this point. So gonna bring in the Ninetales. Ninetales is faster than both. Well, it's actually faster than Garchomp. So I actually targeted the Coco, and I went for the Blizzard to get rid of the Chomp. So yeah, so Coco's gonna drop to the BP. Shiny Coco does look really cool. Though. Hopefully I can get one at some point. But gonna Blizzard that Garchomp, and Garchomp is gone. So now again, since this is doubles and 4v4, my opponent only has two mons left, being the Tapu Lele and the Ninetales. So she brings in the Ninetales first, then brings in the Tapu Lele. So with Lele coming in, she is going to get rid of Coco's electric terrain, which didn't really, which kind of mattered, not really mattered. But she's going to go for the Moonblast. I feel like this what she should have done, she probably should have she should have targeted both. I mean, she should have targeted Ninetales, but instead what she's gonna do right here after going Moonblast is she's gonna go for the Z move. And right here I was a little afraid of the Z move because I thought, oh no, she's gonna try and attack Ninetales and that's gonna suck for me. But yeah, she's gonna go for a Sub-Zero Slammer. I don't know if it was Blizzard, if it was Z Blizzard, or if it was Z Ice Beam. But right here, that's still gonna do some damage. That's still gonna, you know, look like a clean, nice and crystal clean Z move. But it's not gonna do much to Metagross because Meta is AV plus the Aurora Veil, and Lele is going to drop to a Meteor Mash, and there goes the Lele. So Lele drops, and all she has left is the Ninetales, and Ninetales is pretty much done. There really isn't anything it can do, so we just kind of double up on it, go for the Moonblast and the Meteor Mash, and that is game. So yeah, she's gonna go for one last ditch effort and go for the Hex, but Hex is gonna do no damage because I am AV plus the Aurora Veil, Meteor Mash, gone, and that is GG. So again, a pretty fast game. It definitely felt good to get back into the VGC battles, you know, have like a little break from 6v6. But we got one more game, and this game was actually pretty close. So this guy has a Garchomp, Neolego, Marowak, and also the Coco. While my team is the same as the last battle, but this time I have Kang and Marowak in the lead. So yeah, pretty interesting lead for me actually. But but this game was actually pretty funny too. Like this game was actually really funny. You're gonna see what I mean. So let's get this game started. Oh yeah, oh shoot, I forgot to mention something very important. But with this competition, you can if you participate in the competition, you can get the Manectite for Mega Evolving Mega Manectric, the Abomasite for Mega Evolving Mega Abomasnow, and the Tyranitarite for Mega Evolving Mega Titar. So you can get those in this competition if you signed up for it and such. And you know, you had 3 battles. I forgot to mention that. Sorry about that. But my opponent is going to start off with the Protect on Neolego. I actually targeted Neolego because didn't really want that Mon to, you know, try and Power Gem my Marowak. But she's going to go for the Earthquake. I mean, he's going to go for the Earthquake. Again, getting that Protect off. So that was a pretty smart play on my opponent's part. But I'm going to take a massive amount of damage from that Garchomp. So I actually Protect right here because I had a feeling that Neolego was going to try and attack me. Was going to try and attack my Marowak. So I go for the Return onto the Neolego, and that's going to do a clean half to that Neolego. So I did predict the Power Gem play correctly, but my opponent is going to go for the Iron Hit onto my Kang, and Kang is going to take some, like, a good amount of damage. So I have to switch out Marowak because I want to keep Marowak around for the Coco. So I go in the Ninetales as I actually go Return again. I think I went Return again because my no, okay, no, wait. Okay. I know that Kang is faster than the Garchomp because I'm actually Jolly, and I don't think his Garchomp was invested in speed, so it was probably like a slow chomp, maybe to take advantage of Trick Room for the rest of his mons. I don't remember his whole team though. I think he did have I think he had Porygon too, but again, because of that Protect, Neolego's not going to take any damage, but Ninetales is going to take a good amount of damage from that Earthquake. So Neolego is going to take a little bit of Hail, so is Garchomp. Ninetales doesn't take any damage from that at all. I bring in the Meta, and Meta is pretty much going to destroy that Neolego. No, okay, he tried to double Protect, but it didn't work for him right there. So I go for the Blizzard, Chomp drops, and I go for the Meteor Mash onto Neolego. And yeah, so there goes Neolego. I was trying to hope for an attack boost or something, but I kind of didn't get it. But it was still fine though, getting rid of that Neolego. So all my opponent has left is the Marowak and the Coco. So Marowak and Coco are kind of a problem because, you know, Coco can just Thunderbolt everything, and yeah, so I feel like the Marowak actually kind of played against him as well. Not just my Marowak, but his as well. So I'm going to switch out my Metagross, and I'm going to go into the Marowak. So, going to go Marrow, and my opponent actually goes for the Z move. He's going to go for the Gigavolt Havoc with his Tapu Koko. But you're going to see that right here, it's actually going to mess him up. So, he's going to unleash it, but there's a Marowak that, you know, gets the lightning. Like, both Marowaks actually have it. So, I found that really funny. If he was running Gigavolt Havoc with Marowak, he probably should have ran his with Rockhead IMO. But he's going to go for the Flare Blitz, and that is going to take out my Marowak. So he targeted the meta slot. But right here, I'm just going to get off a... well, actually, no, I went for the Protect. That's what I did. I went for the Protect with Ninetales, so I wouldn't take damage, just in case he attacked me. So I bring Meta back in. And this is going to come very close. This is going to come pretty close, actually. So, my opponent is going to go for the Dazzling Gleam. Because I set up the Aurora Veil, it's not going to do that much. But Ninetales is barely going to live on. I'm going to go for that Moonblast. And I'm going to try... Marowak was a huge problem, so I really wanted to try and whittle it down as much as I can. And maybe try and, you know, flinch it if possible. Unfortunately, I don't flinch it. But I do get... But he does hit me with the Shadow Bone. And with the Aurora Veil, I do live it, so I was happy about that. Again, this is coming down really close. So, on this next play, he's actually going to go for the Dazzling Gleam. And Dazzling Gleam is barely just... Well, actually, no, I Protect right here. I Protect, and he actually protects with his Marowak. So right here, I actually went for the Earthquake, as my opponent is going to go for the Dazzling Gleam. And Dazzling Gleam is barely going to take me out. So I do live it with 8. Meta goes for the Earthquake, and Earthquake is going to hit, well, it's only going to hit Koko, but it's still going to do half damage anyway. So going to go for that Earthquake, and that is going to do a lot of damage to that Koko. So this is a very, very close game. Hail is going to come off. Going to go for the BP. Gonna drop the Koko, so Koko drops. And I go for the Blizzard, land it thankfully, and that is game. So yeah, really close game on that one. Honestly, I thought I was gonna lose that because like Koko's a very strong mon, so I thought maybe instead of going Dazzling Gleam, he could have went like Thunderbolt or something. Like that was really something I was fearing about that Koko. He could have went Thunderbolt on meta, and that would have been it, because I wouldn't have gotten out that damage on the Koko. But luckily I did get the Earthquake off, and that gave me the narrow victory. So yeah, again, really close game. Definitely gonna do more competitions in the future. There's actually one coming up. I think it's called like the Tiny Tournament or something, or Tiny Tourney. Basically, you would have to use mons that are like 3 feet 3 inches, something like that. I don't know if I'm gonna do that, but I do know that if you do participate and you do at least 3 battles, you can get the Gardevoirite, the Gallade, and the Lopunnyite. I think it's the Lopunnyite. I think, yeah, it was the Lopunnyite. So that means you can get Mega Gallade, Mega Gardevoir, and Mega Lopunny. So I'm really tempted to do it because I love all 3 of those mons. Like those Megas are powerful, and I really want to use those. Especially Mega Gallade. Like, you guys know how much I love that mon. That mon is Mega Gallade is greatness. But you know, I also want to try out Mega Gardevoir because I never really got to use it in X and Y or ORAS. So I'm gonna try and, you know, try it out again. We'll try it out from X and Y because when I made it in X and Y, it wasn't really that good. I didn't really know how to use Gardevoir, but now I have a better idea of it. So I really want to try and use Mega Gardevoir, as well as, you know, use Mega Lopunny again, because that mon is also powerful. If you guys remember Yoruichi, my Mega Lopunny. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this one. If you guys did enjoy, make sure you guys leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you for more content. So yeah, take care, and I hope you all have a good one.